I finally accepted that no matter how hard I try, just never gonna be good enough for my dentist. I brush my teeth, I floss, I Listerine, I gargle. So I went to the dentist, confident, thinking, I'm gonna knock this out of the park. And the first thing the dentist said to me, you need to go to the gym more. I was like, what? My teeth bad? This isn't a rap battle. You can't say whatever you want about my body. He had a point. At that point, I was 340 pounds, which for an American is petite. But no, I had a weight issue, and actually, in the past 2 years, I've lost 150 pounds. I had weight loss surgery. Don't worry, I paid for it. We'll talk about rewards points. And a lot of people like, oh, Justin, weight loss surgery, that's such like a big life decision. What made you want to get that? And I thought about it. I think it's because I hit rock bottom. I don't know if you've ever caused mayhem at a turnstile. I was ordering Postmates on burner phones, you know. You can write whatever you want in the special notes. It's like, okay, you're gonna see my apartment on the right, head straight, go to the river. Yeah, just leave the food in the bushes, tell no one, we're black. I don't know if you've ever been standing near a pool and someone yells, cannonball! And it's like, I'm at a wedding. I'm in a tuxedo right now. I can't do a like, you don't even know if I can swim. What if I drown in front of all my friends? That's terrible. Sometimes there's not even a pool. That's just hurtful. I saw my overall shape and yelled, cannonball. I don't know if you ever called an ambulance to take you to the gym. It's like, yeah, it's an emergency. We should have called you 8 months ago. And the paramedics will be in. We need 12 cc's of Gatorade and a tiny towel, stat. Get this man on the elliptical, you know. I was driving in Hollywood and I got stopped at a checkpoint. And they said my BMI was over the city limit. And I gotta move. I was keeping a food diary, mostly for the autopsy. It's like, you know, the coroner would appreciate it. It's like, oh, let's see, the toxicology report came back negative, but it says here he had 4 types of custard. Oh, that makes it easy. I don't know if you've ever seen a nutritionist. I hate nutritionists. I saw a skinny nutritionist. And yeah, skinny nutritionists don't get it. You know? I was trying to relate to her, explain how hungry I got. And she was like, oh, I was hungry once. I was going through a rough divorce. I'm like, no, I'm like hungry every day. Like, oh, have you tried drinking water? Slowly. Makes you feel full. Read that in the BuzzFeed listicle. I don't think that works. You gotta have snacks. You ever put 4 almonds in a Ziploc bag? Take it to the beach. Bury it in the sand. Don't tell anyone. What? I have hunger nightmares. Like I would kill everyone at the beach, you know? Like I wake up in the middle of the night, like the curtains are drawn and there's crumbs everywhere, and I don't remember what happened, but the maid's dead. The worst point in my life was I found out that my husband applied to be on Supermarket Sweep with someone else. Yeah, and I confronted him about it, and he said, well, I just didn't think you were athletic enough for the game show Supermarket Sweep. There's a lot of running. If you don't know, there's a game show where Midwestern housewives go to a grocery store, they grab as much food as they can, and they throw it in their cart. My husband thought I was too fat to grab food. I was like, okay, I gotta do something about this. I don't know, maybe at a point, I don't be the first contestant that died on Supermarket Sweep. Can you imagine the host is like, all right, let's check out our contestant, Justin. Oh, he's still in aisle 1. Okay, he's taking a breather. All right, okay, he's got 3 minutes left on the clock. Okay, he's reaching for the marshmallows. Now that's a weird strategy. Oh, he's eating them for sustenance. Okay, yeah. Just need a little snack. All right, I don't just do fat jokes. I also do gay jokes. I am gay, according to my bullies. I hate that they were right about that. Oh, it makes me so bad. They didn't catch me being gay. They just assumed I was gay. It was some unfair, like, things I said and did and obviously was. You know, it's like, come on. All right, we'll get real gay. Coming out, not gonna hide it. Flaming boas, same-sex rainbows, glitter in her face. I don't want to. Yeah, most of my jokes are everyday straight guy things. Things like football, mistreating women, diarrhea. Hey bro, I've got some beers, let's drink them. That's my straight guy face. I have to get gay though. I got a note from an agent who said I'm so flamboyant that if I don't start with gay jokes, it's distracting. I was like, what? Like, I mean, it's like, no matter how good my jokes are, like, all you hear when I open my mouth is like, gay. It's like someone's trying to enjoy the show. They're like, Becky, is he gay? He sounds gay, but he's not talking. I can't understand a word he said. I just hear gay. Why isn't he doing gay stuff? Maybe he doesn't know. Should we tell him he's gay? Which is weird, because it's like being gay is a small part of who I am. I'm also fat, you know? But it's like, I'm only gay between the hours of trying to get laid and, forget it. It's like 4 hours. I don't try that hard. If you want to get technical, I'm bisexual. I prefer mostly sexual. And no one believes me, it's fine, I get it. Like, my straight friends think I'm gay, my gay friends think I'm fat. It's so complicated. Like, what are the rules? Like, when's the right time to come out to your girlfriend? You know? Like 3 dates, 6 months, once the kids go to college. That's the great, once your kids go to college. But I'm happily gay married now. I got gay married in Australia. Yeah, we were the first gay couple to ever get married on Hamilton Island. It's like an island in the Great Barrier Reef. And everyone on the island was super excited, like more than we were. Because they realized if we can turn this into a gay wedding destination, we can make so much money, you know? It's like everyone was like trying to impress, like tour buses were skidding to a halt. It's like, it's the gays, you know? Like they're taking photos, like put out the good china, they're judgy. And it was like kind of new. It was like, what are the traditions for a gay wedding? Like it was like, you know, who pays for what? Like, you know, like, what do I wear? Like, am I supposed to dance with my husband's dad? Like, every time I see my husband's dad, I feel like I just gotta give him business cards and shake his hand, you know, like, anything to distract from all the terrible things I do to his son, you know? And it's like, I'm setting the standard for gay marriage, you know? Like, you're gonna look back at my wedding, and like, oh yeah, it's traditional to have mustard stains on your coattails. Yeah, and no one pays for anything, but they all have opinions. There's also a second secret cake that the groom Shay meets at night. Yeah, it's like... it was a good wedding. We eloped, but the photographer wanted to get a picture of us embracing on a cliffside. And she thought, oh, I gotta find out who the top is, you know? It's like, who's gonna stand in the back, you know? And you know, she didn't want to ask that, that's a little personal, right? So she did some detective work, you know? She's like taking photos, making small talk. She's like, hey, let's just say you're at a restaurant and one of you uses the restroom. Who would step up and order appetizers? Because you're like the more dominant one, you know? What are you talking about? Let's just say you're in prison, and one of you has to sacrifice yourself to break out of prison. Who's the more giving one? What are you talking about? And let's just say there's a pickle jar, and you can't open the pickle jar. But one of you opens the pickle jar, and the other one uses the pickles. like, so it's like, it's an easy solution. The tall person should stand in back, you know? That's photography 101, you know? The photos came out great, though, don't worry. I don't know. I had a girlfriend in high school because I was super straight, and I was so straight that on Valentine's Day I decided to dress like Cupid and surprise her in all her classes, delivering handmade greeting cards. You know, it's romantic, you know. And I remember getting ready for school, you know, getting my toga on, lacing up my sandals, getting my wings adjusted. And my brother's kind of just freaking out, shouting at my mom, like, "Mom, you can't let him go to school like this. He's gay, he's gonna get beat the shit up. You can't let him to school." And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm serenading my girlfriend. That's as straight as you could get, bruh. You know? I got some beers, let's drink them, you know? And so I showed up to her first period, you know, and I delivered the card. I'm like, I got a delivery to deliver, something like that. It was something cute and amazing. And she's like, she was surprised pleasantly at first, you know. And I remember someone in the back, like, she's like, "Oh my God, he's gay! Why are you with this fool? He's so gay!" And like, luckily her friend stood up for me, you know, until second period. That's when she realized Cupid doesn't quit. He's on a mission to deliver love, you know. And you know, third period was a little rough. It was a little rough, I'm not gonna lie, you know. But, you know, denial only lasts so long until about fourth period. You just gotta hand over the rest of the notes, like, "Oh, I'll see you later," you know. But I thought that really, like, I don't know, it was like a really, like, eye-opening thing for me. Because, like, here it was, like, with a girlfriend being super straight. Like, everyone's giving me shit about how I'm not gay, I'm too gay. You know, it's like, what, you can't win. I'm not a good gay, I'm a bad gay. It's like, you know, when people find out I'm gay, they like get excited. They're like, "Ooh, I want a best gay friend, yeah." They want someone who's like, you know, "Hey bitches, let's get mimosas, yeah, mani-pedis." And I'm like this bad gay, I'm like, no, like, we don't have any disposable income. We can't get mani-pedis right now. Sarah, you have a business degree. What are you doing with your life? You know, you know, people want a fun gay. It's like, you know, like, "Honey, I know we lost our jobs. Don't you fret. We're gonna drink 4 shots and take a Uber to Palm Springs." You know? I do know a gay who took an Uber to Palm Springs. I can't imagine. Could you imagine? Like, even just saying it out loud makes me feel guilty. Like, it's like, I can't imagine. But yeah, I'm like the here. Just meet me at Taco Bell. I'll tell you Bernie Sanders. Like, I'm that type of gay. I'm like, "Did you hear about the whales? You know? Yeah, you should." Okay, good gays don't talk about climate change. You know, it's. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I'm too real. I don't, and I'm also poor. You can't be poor as a good gay, you know? It's supposed to be rich, you know? Man. It's like, gays are like, you know those people that buy jewelry on airplanes? You know? It's like flipping through Sky Mall, like, "Oh, Sapphire's only $1,600. It's like, what are you doing? We're on an $89 flight to Reno. How are you ordering sapphires right now? What is up with you? You know, it's, I'm poor. I didn't know. I think I may be poor. Like, did you ever? No one tells you. You know, I got credit card debt. I got $65,000 worth of credit card debt. Yeah, and my husband wasn't happy. I was like, okay, like, cause me, it's like, yeah. I mean, I use my credit cards, but it's fine. I'll pay you back once my dreams work out. Yeah. And like, you know, and he was like, "Well, I don't know, maybe we should pay it back now." And my argument, he made a good point. I'm not, you know, and I was like, "Well, come on." That's my argument, you know. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm working on it, trying to like be more, you know, like all about the money now. It's like, I'll sell out, I'll be good gay, whatever I gotta do. Sometimes I do day jobs sometimes. I for a long time I was a temp. The best thing about temping is you get to stare at photos of someone else's family all day and just dream about what it'd be like to have health benefits. You know? Hell, they look so happy in the photo. That'd be great, you know? I don't know, anyone else job hunting? Have you been on a job interview lately? It's like, it's all AI. It's really, everyone's happily employed. Great, okay. I'll move on quickly. Well, for those of you who did have dreams once, when you're in an interview, it's like, they ask such demeaning questions, like, oh, do you know Microsoft Word? I'm like, yeah, it's 2025. Microsoft Word has been around for 45 years. Like, am I competing against people who don't know Microsoft Word? And losing? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, oh, do you know Photoshop? You good at Photoshop? Like, yeah, I know Photoshop. Did you see my centerfolds in Playboy? Like, I just missed July. Like, newsflash, those tits weren't real. I worked at a temp agency for a long time, at the same company, and every day the security guard would stop me, and I would have to prove that I worked there. They never gave me a badge. And he never believed me. He'd be like, name, yeah, hey Carl, it's Justin, I've been here 8 years. Where are you going? I was like, I'm still going to the 4th floor. Your kids are Helen and Robbie, you know. What about your parking? I was like, yeah, I have a parking pass, I have an assigned spot. We won a trophy at the two-legged race at the company picnic. Remember, you said you were proud? You know? I had one job. I had a boss who, I used to call her Salad Cindy, because every day she'd really let us know that she eats healthy. Like, overboard, you know? Like, she'd come in, she'd be like, hey, Tim, I'm just gonna go grab a salad. It's 12:15, so I'm just gonna take a little lunch break. Just a salad. Small side salad. Lettuce, carrots, maybe some celery, give it some crunch. I'll be real quick. Karen, did you hear I'm getting a salad? Just a salad. I might not even eat it. Legally, I have to take a lunch break, but I might walk or do charity. Okay, I'll be right back. Bob, I'm getting a salad. Did you want a salad? Well, you don't have to. You can get like a burger. I'm eating a salad because I'm a good person. Okay, I'll be right back. Like, she said it so much, it made me think she was lying. You know? I just spent like 10 minutes later, she's in her car, like, sobbing over double bacon cheeseburger. She like catches herself. We've all cried in our car over fast food, right? Is that joke relatable? I had a hatchback, so it's great because the back seats go up if you have a mountain bike, you want to go off-roading, or they go all the way down if you want to crawl in your trunk and just give up. Just kind of sleep through your 30s, you know? Sometimes I nap on my lunch break and Salad Cindy's crying in the car next. Like, keep it down. I'm trying to sleep over here. I do social media, you have to as a comic. The good thing on a lot of social media platforms is they have analytics built in. So you can track the exact day your dreams died. It's like, oh, it was that, you know. I moved to Hollywood to follow my dreams. I have sleep apnea now. So I literally can't dream. It's done for me. You know? I don't know if you know anything about sleep apnea. It's I basically choke to death like 28 times an hour. But you know, well, you don't die. That's the best part. You choke yourself awake. You never get into REM. You don't really actually sleep, but you live, and so you do it again the next day. So it's a fun little thing. You know? I tried to get better at sleeping. My friend got me a white noise machine. It's pretty stupid. It's like, it makes like a static sound, like a, you know, it's supposed to like help you fall asleep. But it's kind of pointless. So I returned it and I got a frozen yogurt machine. That's a twofer, you know? Because I get the same sound, like this. But then I wake up with a delicious pomegranate swirl. The problem is it escalates. You get used to the sound, and then you gotta get louder sounds, more food service. You know, I need a waiter popping in with a sizzling plate of fajitas to fall asleep. Yeah. I saw a restaurant with a banner out front that said "Under New Management," like really big. They really wanted everyone to know they had a new manager, and it really made me wonder, like, what happened? It's like, hey guys, come on back to Sizzle Hut. It's okay now. Carl's gone. Yeah, we got all the shit fest, y'all love, and we have bars on all the windows. We got kids eat free Tuesdays. You can bring him now. He's not allowed in the city, And we have hoppin' poppin' jalapeno fresh. I'll come up with something better. Hoppin' poppin' jalapeno poppers. And the waitresses all have guns, so it's fine. I gotta wrap up. Oh my gosh, the time flies when you're killing. I don't know if you, okay, well, I won't get too political. Did you know that glitter is a microplastic? It makes sense, right? It's like tiny, tiny plastics, right? Okay, yeah. But apparently, the ocean's full of glitter, and it's killing all the gay fish. Clams are fine. It's bad. All right, I had so much to do. Okay, you got I'm fat, you got I'm gay. I'm Italian, I'm genetically Italian. I identify as ranch. All right, what am I gonna do? I remember that, okay, I'm gonna just go to this isn't topical anymore, but I love this joke, I had to do it. Okay, a couple years ago, a boat, got stuck in the Suez Canal. Remember this? Okay, yeah. It was all over the news, and everyone was really mad at this captain. And I get it. Like, yeah, he stopped the global economy, caused billions of dollars in damage. I feel bad for the guy. Like, you never had one bad day at work. You're driving your barge, you make one wrong turn on the Suez, and the next thing you know, the whole world's behind you, honking their boat horns. Just a second! How are we doing on port? We're stuck? We're on port? Okay. Go around! Africa, go around it! My father passed away, and I read a poem at the eulogy, and it's like a heartfelt poem just about how much he meant to me. And I could tell that someone in the front row it didn't connect with it. She didn't really understand it, and I was like, well, it's like a personal poem. The poetry's not. Maybe you don't always understand it, But then she turned to her friend and she was like, Becky, is he gay? He sounds gay, but I can't understand this poem. He just says gay. His father's dead. He's not even. He should have talked about the gay stuff. It's just distracting. All right, thanks so much. I'm Justin Matson.